Hi there. I'm over here now. Hi. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Tonight we are just... I'm Son Vampire, and here with me is...
Keep the Dinosaur Boy VA, what's up?
And yeah, we're just back on our usual bullshit. Back to what works. Back to, Thancred, there he is. Like, where the fuck is Thancred? Where the fuck is Thancred? The funny gunbreaker Thancred. He no longer is a rogue. How goes it, Akina? So, a mix of menial tasks and pranks. Yeah, that pretty much sums up my own experiences. They have no troubles worthy of the name. How long are we supposed to keep at this? They're clearly playing with us.
Indeed. Whenever I inquire of how much more there is to be done, the answer is ever the same. A little. I doubt they have any intention of releasing us in the near future.
Ariane once told me a story about the pixies. They are born from souls who died as children, or so is believed. Though they do not have memories of their previous lives, the desire to have fun remains imprinted on their souls. So, they live only to keep playing hapless mortals for their They live only to play, keeping hapless mortals for their pleasure for years on end, sometimes even until death.
In the past, when I sought to identify the true nature of ghosts, I came upon literature examining a similar subject. The soul was likened to a core that resides in the ether, and its presence was what differentiates us from such beings as sprites and arcane entities. Upon death, the core ordinarily dissipates along with the ether that compose the flesh. However, it may be held together and bound to the corporeal realm, either by the will of its owner or by the means of certain arts. In time, the soul may regather ether into itself to assume another form or find newly emerged life in which to abide. Pixies may be one such instance of this.
If ghosts are merely souls without bodies, what does that make us? Think of what you become. I think you've become that which you fear most, brother dearest. However, the pixies may come into being, if we leave them to judge when they are satisfied, they will never be satisfied. Nay, we must negotiate new terms with the creatures. Where to begin? Seems to me we would need at least one among them who sympathize with us. In the course of your chores, did you encounter any pixie who seemed even faintly amenable to reason? Yeah, there's one. What? You knew a pixie from before? Not only are you acquainted, but you've entered into a pact. You might have mentioned this sooner. At any rate, I dare to hope that this will offer us a way out. Without further delay, then, summon this Faol you speak of. In the chat mode, say Faol to summon... Faol. Yeah, remember we entered a pact with the pixie. Say... Feel... I think that's actually Faoi. Nope, it is now. Couldn't tell if it was... Couldn't tell if that was an L or a capital I.
Oh, fair enough.
Oh, I have to be at the designated location. Oops. A voice rings out in your mind. So, my sapling is finally remembered about her lovely branch. But with such haphazard calls, she might as well lop me off and cast me aside. I have no sapling. Okay. Ma'am, please don't do this to me.
Okay, cool.
Oh, we're gonna have to keep calling her, I guess. Now we have to say please. Oh no, you have to say please, I need you. No? Hello? Say please. Oh, there's another fucking comma. Oh my god.
Oh boy.
I always love these, like, oh, you gotta be so fucking specific. Is that your idea of a fervent call? A sodding log could do with more fire. Buddy, just get your ass over here. Oh god damn it. That is
to beat you up.
That is
I swear.
Fucking long ass one. Alright, hang on. Loveliest of branches.
Loveliest of branches. Oh jeez.
Jesus Christ.
Oh no.
Me, your succor. What the fuck did I do wrong? Oh, I didn't put the fucking exclamation point.
You really need the exclamation point? Oh god.
Oh, and I forgot the fucking comma. Ugh. There we go. At least we're done with that. I love this.
You're late.
Hi.
I've been waiting for you to summon me ever since you came here. Waiting and waiting and waiting. But my sapling didn't so much as utter my name. Such a heartless thing she is. Cold and cruel and heartless.
Hi. Can I help you?
Hello.
Please don't be mad. I love that. Like, what the fuck?
All right, what time were you expecting us?
Self-important little brat. Just what we need.
Reminds me of my childhood.
Alphado, I would watch your words.
All right, I'm sorry. It was a joke. Honestly, just a joke.
Alphano's gonna die.
But just now you called for me so earnestly, so fervently. I couldn't possibly stay angry at you. Very well. As your lovely branch, I will lend you my strength.
I forgot to let Reyes know that it was Elf Husband Night.
Well, if it isn't Phil, ooh, the mold Phil. It's been too long.
Not long enough for you to think of any new games, though, apparently. If I were you, I'd be bored of myself.
Damn.
Well,
Savagery.
Let me make something clear. That mortal is mine. No matter what you do, she will never be yours. Never.
Wait, hold up. I didn't agree to be yours.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
I didn't agree to any of this.
What about the others? Surely we can keep them.
No. You can't keep them either. They're for my amusement and mine alone.
No, hold up. I didn't agree to this.
Hold on. Hang on.
Place so
Huh?
much as a finger on my sapling. I'll scatter the contents of her bag all over your precious village.
Oh, okay. Let's not do
Huh?
that.
Wait.
Let's leave my stuff alone.
Cold, hard metal, furry, festering food, stinky, sweaty small clothes, and all manner of other terrible, unmentionable things. How would you like that? All right. But will you not at least let us play with the twins? Just while the others go and see Urianger?
I love the Fae. I love these fuckers.
That's all we ask.
I don't,
And we
but
promise
sure.
to play nicely.
They're so goofy.
It seems we won't be joining you.
We'll reveal the hidden Fernic to you at once.
They're just such goofy individuals. They're just a
It's
bit
only matter of
silly.
time. It's only a matter of time before they reveal their true horrifying nature, alright?
They're just being a bit silly.
Being a little too silly.
Anyway, this is what it looks like without the fog. Pretty much the same, just no fog.
Wow!
So pretty. Are you ready to see the
So this
best
is a
character
true
again?
leg.
The one who you can definitely understand every word he's saying?
Oh, good lord.
How are you feeling?
Alright. Alright,
I think
Ariane.
I remember the way now.
Apologies for the delay. Shall we go and see Urianger?
Your lovely branch is useful, yes? So whenever you're in trouble, you must remember to make use of me!
I love this goof ass.
Alright, whatever, jeez.
We love Faol. She's just a little silly. For Alphino and Alice's sake, let us be quick. It'd be a shame to Eternal and find that they've been made to play one too many games. Now, the place we seek is in the abandoned manor of a nobleman and scholar. The Bookman's Shelves, it's called, after the fellow's vast collection of tomes. An agreeable habitat for our friend, I'm sure you'll agree. If we follow the path north, we should soon find the place. Come along. Oh, I guess we're going Doggo. We got the dog. What the dog
What the
do?
dog doing?
I like how we both thought what the dog doing. Got work tomorrow, Thursday, Friday. I got work tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday. Oh boy.
Boy.
One of those days I work 6 a.m.
Oh,
And that's Friday. Oh boy.
lovely.
I love opening shift.
Don't worry about it.
I mean, when I get home, all I do is really sleep.
Just take a fat nap.
I get home at noon and I just kind of go crash because it's like, yeah, fuck this shit.
Yeah, entirely fair.
I've been up because I have to get up at 5 a.m. Hawker? Hawk Tour? No.
No.
No. Even I hate myself for that one.
Entirely warranted. Never say it again.
Is it any worse than the stuff Joseph says?
Yes, but you have no excuse.
What's his excuse?
He doesn't have one either. I'll get to him.
And here we are at long last. I give you Oryanje's humble abode. Come, let's see if he's home. Oryanje, your fucking husband's here. The dads of the Scions are just Thancred and Oryanje. Anyway, get ready to see this man's fantastic new outfit.
Alright.
He also finally adds a... Because he was previously never seen fighting, but he's an astrologian.
Unto a world weary of heroes, a hero wends her way. The exile did send word that thou wouldst seek me out, but ne'er did I imagine thou wouldst arrive so soon.
Look at this man. I'm going out to save the first. Not in that outfit. It says better. Yes, bitch. Slay.
Slay.
Look at him.
Full glad am I to see thee once more, my friend, and none the worse for thy travails.
Look at that new outfit.
Run along, Minfilia. We'll meet you outside.
One of the most ridiculous outfits. Like, dude, what the fuck are you wearing?
Another one for you to imbue, if you'd be so kind. I take it thou hast met with our other comrades already?
Look, a lot's happened.
Don't worry about it.
That Master Alphino and Mistress Alize now travel in thy company is of great comfort to me. As for the rest, it beginneth in earnest. The hunting of the Light Wardens, and perforce the war with Yulmore.
Buddy, you need to speak so flowerly.
Through them behold the vision that I did glimpse, that of the 8th Umbral Calamity.
He's a stone's throw away from speaking in Shakespearean iambic pentameter, for real.
Very true.
I did bear witness to events yet to come. There I saw the combined forces of Eorzea and the Far East offering fierce resistance to the legions of Garlemald. So fierce, in fact, that they did begin to push the enemy back. Ilm by painful ilm at first, then yalm by yalm, and malm by malm in time. Yet the joy they felt was short-lived, for in so doing they did force the Empire's hand. Faced with defeat, the Garleans turned to a weapon most vile. Black Rose.
Oh no.
Its potency defied all was released, the gas took on a life of its own, wreaking untold carnage not only in Eorzea, but in the provinces of the Empire besides. From fighters upon the front lines to babes in their beds, none were spared. And as the casualties became too numerous to count, so did the fabric of civilization begin to unravel. Nor did the land itself escape unscathed, for spreading from the site of its release, Black Rose brought death to the very soil. To survive amidst the chaos and upheaval, men came to live by the sword, the rule of law giving way, inevitably, to the rule of might.
Yeah.
Thus was the spark struck and the fire kindled, and swiftly did it spread as a blaze in a field of straw to engulf every corner of the world. Nations worthy of the name did then cease to exist, and those souls brave and true who might have risen to restore order were no more. For the weapon spared not one, not even thee.
Yeah. Woo.
An endless age of war, begotten by the blight of Black Rose. Such is the legacy of the 8th umbral calamity which I did behold. No matter the cost, we must forestall this tragedy. To that end, I have labored during my sojourn in this world, discovering in so doing the answer to a pressing mystery. That of Black Rose's inexplicable potency. Come.
Yeah, it's quite the fucked up
Dost thou
vision.
recognize yonder chart?
Yeah?
The chart of the elements. Like it's something to do with magic?
Indeed. 'Tis a rendering of the elemental wheel, such as one might find in classrooms across the source. As the chart maketh plain, our world is composed of 6 elements, in addition to which there exist 2 poles in fundamental opposition. Astral, the active; umbral, the passive. As a reflection of the source, the first naturally compriseth the selfsame forces. Yet, curiously, there is a notable divergence in their nomenclature. To be specific, the denizens of this world employ not the terms astral and umbral. Thus was I moved to inquire what names said forces had been assigned. A simple question which yielded a most unexpected answer. Upon demanding the name of the pole aligned with activity and growth, I was told that as life's myriad colors combine to produce black, the people of the first had called it darkness. At this, did my mind begin to race. Yet It was only when I asked what name had been given to the pole aligned with passivity that mine eyes were opened to the truth. Peace and tranquility being as purest white, unmarred by color, I was told it had been given the name of light.
In English?
That's umbral light and astral darkness, yes? I'm no etherologist, but it strikes me that the nomenclature of the first is rooted in the generation of the two forces, while our own appears to focus on their effects. Which makes one wonder, have we had it backwards all this time?
'Tis indeed a compelling question, and one which beareth closer examination. Yet what knowledge we already possess sufficeth to explain the chain of events.
I love whenever Urianger has to give exposition because I'm just like, what the fuck?
Observed in the source is the consequence of light, the power of stasis.
Awesome. Can you explain that in words that people say?
Exactly.
And according to Master Alphino, Black Rose slayeth by halting the circulation of ether within living beings. Should such a weapon be unleashed even as the first were rejoined, replete as it is with light,
We would have a disaster of untold proportions on our hands. A calamity. Well, at least we have a better grasp of what we're facing. Our objective, however, remains unchanged. We are to eliminate the Light Warden of Ilmeg. Speaking of which, were you able to ascertain its whereabouts?
It is in the sky.
'tis all but certainly ensconced within Leergear, the castle which standeth in the midst of the lake.
Sounds
Said
fun. Sounds
Stronghold,
festive.
We must needs turn to the pixies for aid. Fortunately,
Do we have
they
to?
become quite adept at courting their cooperation.
Alright, if you say so.
Henceforth shall I accompany you, and do all in my power to ensure that my vision doth not come to pass.
Don't worry about it. We got a dungeon coming up soon. And a pretty fun boss fight. So yeah, that's a lot of shit going on. I remember your Urianger.
Yep. Alright. My friend, ere I speak on the task at hand, there is a question I would pose to thee. What thinkest thou of mine appearance?
I didn't
Did
recognize
you lose weight?
Did you lose weight is fucking wild.
Come now, 'tis scarce the first time thou hast beheld these fair features. Lest thou wonderest, I have taken up astrology. My present attire better suiteth thee.
But yeah, astrology, in which we actually do have that class, and we've used it a little bit.
Though the night be lost behind the shroud of blinding light, doubt not but the stars shine still. I have chosen to avail myself of their guidance, that I might navigate the sea of uncertainty that stretcheth before us. But enough of myself. Let us now speak of our task. As I did mention, if we are to enter Ligaia,
Gaia, I believe is what he said.
like Gaia, right? As I did mention, if we are to enter Ligaia, we must needs gain the Pixies' cooperation. This is a simple matter of presenting unto them a suitable gift.
This doesn't sound simple.
I shall procure a selection of viands that shall please their palates. Thancred, pray assist me in this endeavor. Meanwhile, Akina, I bid thee obtain that which will please their eyes. In these parts there abideth a vile kin known for its beauteous wings, the hawker. I shall lend thee a receptacle within which thou mayest capture a weakened specimen.
Sure. Yeah, let's go get us a weakened specimen.
All right, let's go catch us a hawker.
No. I think it's actually no way. This is the second floor. I thought we were like on a basement floor, but no. There's the door. Where the fuck's the fucking door? Gotta get out of here. But yeah, Ariane had a vision of effectively just everyone fucking dying. Just fuck this boy up. Imagine being a hawker and just getting that fucked up. Oh wait, I killed it. Oops. I went a little overboard. I was supposed to weaken it. Oops. Yeah, yeah, get down to a certain amount of HP and then catch it in a Charlian box. Oh, okay. I didn't even notice that. I didn't even notice that. Interesting. Alright, I think that should be weak enough, right? Catch. There we go. Tomorrow we continue, what you call it? You excited, Keith, about more trails tomorrow? We're gonna meet Marcus again.
Oh boy! Thou art returned. Wert thou able to capture a hawker?
Easy peasy.
Ah, truly magnificent set of wings. I shall treat them at once to make fast their vibrant colors. Thancred too should return anon, upon which I shall ready all the items for presentation. Pray take thine ease meanwhile.
Sure. Might as well. I got Nero Beast in FGO.
Oh boy, Draco.
Yep.
God, that animation is so good. Though.
It really is.
The summoning animation is so
Just
sick.
blood erupts like holy shit. I still don't get why in her like second ascension she has like no clothes. It's like, man, put clothes on, please. And then in her final ascension she has clothes. And it's like, okay, good.
Our mission being to thwart a
Hey.
rejoining, we
Wait.
will most assuredly cross paths with those who crave the contrary. Our eternal enemies.
Why Urside again?
Thus did I choose to abide in this ether-rich land, the better to fashion a trap for the Ascian's essence.
Yeah, been a while since we had to deal with that, but as you recall, back in post-Realm Reborn, so yeah, we're dealing with like all the old plot points here, that we discovered that the only way to really kill an Ascian is to trap its soul within White Aetherite after you kill him. Otherwise, they'll just retreat to a unknown area to heal. I don't know why I just remember the scene where we first meet Solus and he just gets shot and then he's just like, well, that was rude. Like, you shoot a man, kill him, and then he just shows up in another body like, damn, what the fuck? Like, dude, I was chilling.
I should probably explain. Though my body remained behind in the source, its limitations saw fit to accompany me, which is to say, I cannot manipulate ether. I took up the gunblade for its defensive advantages, but on account of my little impairment, I cannot imbue the ammunition myself. Luckily for me, Minfilia has quite a talent for it.
It is still sad hearing him call her Minfilia.
Once we set forth, we are not like
Thank
to
you,
return
bud.
for some while. If thou wouldst choose tomes to take with thee, let it be now.
Really? May I?
Of course, my dear. Yet have care thou dost not add overmuch to thy burden, lest I incur Thancred's ire. spoken to her of thine encounter with the Minfilia of Eld?
Well, I suppose now is as good a time as any. As you know, I freed young Minfilia from captivity in Yulmore some 3 years past. Not long after, the two of us journeyed to the south of Armarang, to the edge of the Empty, where the flood was halted.
It's hard to. Sometimes you forget that Thancred's been here.
The Minfilia of old.
Thancred's been here
He's
several
been
years.
here for, yeah.
He was the first to faint.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, seems Thancred actually met with Minfilia.
Tell me, what must I do to bring you back?
My dearest Thancred, as I am now, I am no different from an Ascian. This child is but a vessel. One of many I have used that I might spread word of her enduring blessing and preserve the flame of hope. In my name, each has died, never having lived her own life. I have taken enough from these children. I will take no more.
But what of your suffering? Your sacrifice? This isn't fair! I will not stand for it. I cannot. There must be something we can do. Tell me.
Should the day come when this child grows weary of fighting and wishes to cast it all aside, then shall I take up her burden. But should she wish instead to become the master of her own destiny, then shall I bequeath to her my all. Imbued with the strength that I reserve for rebirth, she may come to wield my powers as her own.
And what of my wishes? What of Flamine's? What of all the people who love and care for you and want nothing more than to see you again?
It is not their decision to make. It is hers. This child's. This Minfilia's. You have ever watched over me, Thancred. Now I ask that you do the same for her. Protect her. Teach her. Stand by her as you stood by me. There is much and more she does not know. She needs a guide to show her the ways of the world, or she will never find her own path. When the time comes, you will find me here. Until that day.
Minfilia, wait!
What happened?
I love Shadowbringers so much.
Mm-hmm.
The story of Minfilia is so.
And then she was gone. recollection of any of it. I have told her many things, where we came from, what we fight for, but of that day, I have not spoken.
With the coming of another possessed of the blessing of light, the first hath begun to rise up in defiance of its fate. The question remaineth, however, who shall take up the flame of hope which Minfilia hath borne for so long? Whether we will it or no, the choice must soon be made.
I'm sorry I took so long. It was so hard to choose. In the end, I settled on just the one.
That is well. Now, if all is in order, let us set forth for Leader Loran.
God damn. It's that whole idea of, you know, if Minfilia is to come back, we are technically killing this other person.
Yeah.
And I think Thancred not answering there absolutely sells how Thancred knows what's right, but it's not what he wants.
Yes.
It's almost like characters can be complex. Who
Oh my
knew?
God. No way. Depth? In my MMO?
It's more likely than you think. Yeah, I know. It's just, yeah. That's one of the things I love. It's just the whole idea that, you know, Thancred knows that the correct answer is letting her choose and letting her live her life, but ultimately, the choice he wants is to have Minfilia back. Remember, the whole reason we got separated from Minfilia in the first place was that whole business with the fake assassination of Nanamo.
Yeah.
That's what set all that into motion. But without that, the first would have been lost to a flood of light and likely would have brought about calamity.
Mm-hmm.
Because the only thing that stopped that from happening was Minfilia sacrificing herself after the events and, you know, halting the flood of light.
Yeah.
We weren't expecting you back so soon. We had scarcely begun to play with the twins. That said, your gifts are truly wonderful. Let me tell you, the milk and honey and biscuits won't last a day. And the wings are the loveliest I've ever seen. You've done us a great kindness. It's a fake custom to return the jester. If you desire anything of us, you need but to name it. I will give that. So what is it you desire? Rusty old coins like you molders all want to collect, perhaps?
are resolved to vanquish the Light Warden of this land. To that end, we desire entry into Lai Gaia.
Hello there, non-binary hosts. As you can see,
Hello there, bitches and
you're as I can see, you're still a low bit rate. Enjoy pixels for breakfast. Is it really that bad? It's usually not too bad. I don't know. I guess it's not too bad. At least on my end, it's not. I think the biggest problem is just Twitch. Or it's just not Twitch. The biggest problem is just fucking
OBS or
oh yeah, OBS. I'll try and adjust the bitrate after stream.
I'm sure it's fine. Not right now. The moment you start moving around, though. Oh, okay,
fair
gotcha.
enough. What
It'd
is
be like that?
strange thing to wish for? You might as well ask for your death. I might try and up the bitrate though. I'm technically not streaming at the best bitrate I can. I just kind of set it to something after after OBS once decided to set it to like 10,000 when I updated OBS.
Yeah.
But if that's what you want, who are we to argue? Very well. I shall speak with the others. Fucking... You've clearly been busy, Oriange. Would you be so kind as to tell us what we've missed? You've missed a lot.
6500 is decent. It really depends on the HW2. So if you got an NVIDIA card, you can do a lot of tweaking, get good image even with lower settings. Okay.
Fair enough. Yeah, but like I said,
Nice.
the reason it's set to what it is right now is I just kind of picked something at random and I never adjusted it again. After, again, OBS randomly switched my settings around when I updated. I love that OBS can just die sometimes.
It be like that. IRC, you can change the bitrate on the fly, can you?
You can, but I just don't feel like fiddling with it right now.
So that was the purpose of the gifts.
Is there anything you can tell us about this Light Warden?
Aye, my lady. By circumstances most tragic, the Light Warden of this land is our king and ruler to
Is that king?
Oh, that's so, yeah.
I'm assuming because I got work this time of day. Well, right now we are in the land of the Fae, about to take on the next dungeon. Is our king and ruler, Titania. I know how to say it, but for some reason, tongue tie.
Words
My
are
brain is
complex.
still fried after Uno today, okay?
That's so fair.
I love all the fucking, I love 7. Oh, that, change hands. No, I play another one. Change hands. I play another one. Change hands. And then we just kept
Yeah.
reversing. That game was
40-minute Uno game.
just finished Heavenward again and on Stormblood now. Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Shadowbringers is, I don't know if I'd say it's my favorite, because it's hard to pick between Shadowbringers and Endwalker for my favorite. It was not always so, of course. Our king fought the first Light Warden that threatened our home, you see. Fought it and won. But all the horrible light came out and went and corrupted them, turning them into a new Light Warden. Now they're a king in only in name, not the remains of the wise and just ruler that used to be. We had no choice but to seal them in the castle. The magic that for breaking the seal we divided into 4 and wove into a different relic, and we'll weave into a different relic to be kept apart until the time was right. I want to skip Stormblood because I don't really like it. I enjoy Stormblood for what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we talked about our final thoughts when we played Stormblood. I enjoy post-Stormblood more than Stormblood itself. But I enjoyed Stormblood for what it is. I just wish each area got a bit more focus. And this dress is one of them. It's been in our safekeeping for years and years, but we've decided to entrust it to you.
Are you sure?
Of course, custom demands it. Though you'll most certainly going to your deaths, we thought we should at least let you try. That way we can watch it happen. Oh. Of course, you can't break the seal unless you have the other relics too. The shell crown is with the Fuath. The stone scepter is with the Numo. And the crystal shoes are with the Amaru. Good luck finding them all.
The facts thus disclosed confirm mine own understanding. Our quest lieth now before us. First, let us hie to the lake. There to claim the shell crown from the Fuath. If we call to them before the untouchable gate, they will answer.
I just realized, is this the part where that scene happened? I don't think it's this quest, but I think it's during this chain of events. I thought... No, that's later. I'm almost certain that what I'm thinking of is later. There's a certain scene that is really sweet, but I'm thinking... part of me thinks for a second it was this, but no, I think it's later when we're doing something kind of similar to this. But we meet a certain character who has a connection to someone else. And it's a very sweet moment. But, yeah. I can't really talk too much on it without getting into spoiler territory, so...
Gotcha. That's
yeah,
fair.
so I'm trying to remember if it's this quest line, or if it's one in the other forest, which I think it's in the other area of the forest, and not this one. God, it's been a while since I played Stormblood. Technically it's been a while since I played Stormblood as well. But it's been a while since I played Shadowbringers, so having, like, the order of events memorized is not the easiest. Like, I remember what happens, I just don't remember in what order all the time.
Just noticed you play with a mouse and keyboard. Been ages since I did that. I have no clue why I ever switched to controller, but I'm so used to it now.
Fair enough. I just think for a game like this, I'm more comfortable with mouse and keyboard, especially because I have one of those gaming mouses, like gaming mice with the numbers on the side, so it's easy for me to get to all my commands.
Oh, so you just hit the numbers. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's right there. My thumb just kind of glides over to it rather than... Because it's a bit harder either clicking them on the hotbar or using the numbers on the keyboard, because the numbers on the keyboard are further apart. Anyway.
I love numpad notation. Oh boy, I love fighting games.
I mean, yeah, I could do numpad, but that's further away from my movement.
Right.
So then I can't move as easily.
Yeah, deal like that. Hearken to me, O spirits of water. We are come with an entreaty.
Yeah, with control it's even easier. I imagine it might be, but I feel like, given, you know, the amount of time I've spent with keyboard and mouse in this game, I would never be able to switch to controller. Although I have thought about getting the game on PS5 slowly so I can play it in my media room, but that's a different story. Not in the talkative mood, apparently. Like, Keith, I've shown you pictures. Imagine playing this game in there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm not exactly sure how the gate works. But if the Fuath are water spirits, perhaps we should take our search into the lake? Play it on Steam Deck most of the time, so I'm playing with controllers. Kind of, yeah, fair enough.
Oh, gotcha. Uh-oh. I suppose a brief dip wouldn't hurt.
We all know Thancred swims like an eel, but what about you, Minfilia? I can swim well enough. Thancred taught me. Excellent. What about you, Arianje? I'm not sure I've ever asked. Okay, you good there, man?
You alright? Rather than swim, mayhap it would be more expeditious to walk
Oh,
upon the surface
45
by means of magic.
frames per second with 90 hertz refresh rate. So, oh yeah, I mean,
Ooh.
based on what I know about the Steam Deck, is it runs really smooth. It's just, I don't want one. Mostly just because I don't feel I get enough use out of it.
You too, Oriante? That you would be a kindred spirit. Worry not, my friend. I know some helpful tricks, and I should be more than happy to share them with you. Together we shall conquer the waves.
Yeah, 2 months ago and already have 100 hours on FF alone. Nice. Hi, Reyes.
Hi, Reyes.
Well, aren't we a lovely lot? And you have it and you have an entry for us, you say? An entry from mortals. Oh, what a treat. I think it's actually on entreaty. I don't know.
Aye, my comrades and I are on a quest to vanquish the Light Warden. To that end, we would humbly beg the loan of the Shell Crown, which we are given to understand is in the safekeeping of your people.
No, it's not. I sold that on eBay. Oh, I did not mean to click that button.
Oopsie daisy.
No, he's just saying you'd give it to them.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that Gura quit? I saw that yesterday and also
Yeah.
found out who that shark was. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard the news. I don't know if I've ever really talked about it on stream before, but watching Gura was what kind of convinced me to take up VTubing and like as my form of content creation. Is what I wanted to do for content creation. Prior, I wanted to do content creation, but I never really knew what I wanted to do or how I wanted to go about it. And watching Gura is kind of what convinced me to try do VTubing and. So yeah.
Gross and Zawa.
I think that's a pretty common thought process.
That's a pretty common theory, yeah.
Just like that? What do you want from us? Oh ho ho, you need not be so suspicious. The crown simply doesn't mean much to us is all. As a matter of fact, nothing means much to us. For we, Futh, it is over before it begun. And we couldn't care less what becomes of the Fairy King, nor the world for that matter. More Fae. By the way, these are more Fae folks, so, you know, there's that.
Oh boy.
Having said that, we do seldom have mortal visitors. It would be a shame not to make the most of you. Touch the untouchable gate and come hither to our domain. Dorn Meg in your tongue means forbidden realm. Sounds forbidding, yes? Hydrate.
Hydrate.
Alright. We got another fucking dungeon. But yeah, it definitely is sad to hear the news, given, you know, how big an influence Gura has had on the VTuber sphere. Whether some people, anyway, real quick, I just want to show these are the allies you have for this one. Pretty much everyone who's here.
Yeah, makes sense.
You could use Alphino, but I'm not doing that. We don't use NPCs. We do things the correct way here. We fight using.
We play Final Fantasy XIV the way that it was meant to be played, with people, real live people.
I mean, technically, this expansion was the first time that you could even. Initially, the first time you could even do stuff like this, because originally Heaven's Ward, Realm Reborn, Heaven's Ward, and Stormblood didn't even have this feature. And you can tell, like, if you did not know that, you can fucking tell, especially in Realm Reborn, that it was added post, like long after the thing was made. Because a lot of times it's just like, adventurer. It's like, yes. As DD, it works great with NPCs, but I never played anything other than Paladin, White Mage. And it works. We did a dungeon with NPCs on stream, which was the final dungeon of post Stormblood. It works fine. It's not like it's an issue. I just prefer playing with people because all in all, playing with actual people, they are going to be better than the NPCs. 9 chances out of 10, unless you get a particularly bad, say, healer or something, but I mean, the odds of that happening are low. Like, for example, if you get me as your healer, you're gonna have a worse healer than the no. I'm actually a really good healer when I remember I'm playing healer. Did I ever tell you that story, Keith, of the time I forgot I was the healer? I mean, it's happened a few times, but there was one that was very funny.
Do tell, yeah.
It was during a Moogle event where I was, so I'm playing Praetorium a bunch, and one of the times I'm running Praetorium, I'm like half paying attention, and we get to a point, and I, for some reason, my brain switches off, and I forget I'm the healer. So the tank is dying, and I'm like, why is the healer not healing them? And it just, I'm like, dude, why is the healer not healing? And then I'm like, wait a second, I'm the healer!
That's me. Uh-oh.
It's that meme. The tank's dying! The healer will heal them. I'm the healer! I'm late for school! Oh wait, I'm an adult. I'm the teacher! That's Sarah. 100%. I'm late for school! Oh wait, I'm an adult. I'm the teacher! And then she gets yelled at by the vice principal. Please, because I'm on Belfort and Japanese people gotta sleep. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, people are usually asleep by the time we're playing. A lot of people are asleep, which is why it takes us a while to get into dungeons, but we eventually get in. I still love how I have that extra horn, that extra T-Rex. Well, actually, I think, no, it's still in my inventory. I can't really do anything with it. I don't know why it's there. Should probably just throw it out. I can't keep, because I can't give it to you when you come back, because they don't allow.
You can't give it, yeah.
Yeah, they can't. Well, I hate that. I'm trying to go underwater. I want to go. I'm trying to remember how to dive. Hang on, is it? No, it's not that. No. I forget how to dive. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, there we go. I just wasn't deep enough in the water. There we go. Now we're underwater.
Down we go.
Yeah, every area after, pretty much starting with Stormblood, a lot of like every area will now have underwater. So, you know.
Good. Yeah. Go.
What the fuck is happening? What the fuck is happening? What is chat anymore?
Good.
I wonder if there's any. I know there's a few Aether. I'm pretty sure there's a couple of Aether currents underwater. Well, I mean, you can tell there's like a whole ass city underwater here.
Wow.
The Fae folk drowned.
Good.
Damn. What did the Fae ever do to you? Why are you so mean to the Fae? You should be nice to the Fae. The Fae has Melusine. The Fae has Melusine and Morgan. So, and Boba Sith, so, you know.
Morgan didn't go far enough.
How can they be bad if they have those three? I know there's other, like, I know there's another one, but I'm not including her. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of her.
What's wrong with Barghaz? Jeez.
I'm not the biggest Barghaz. I don't hate her. There's nothing wrong with her. It's just not as big a fan. I'm not a big fan of her. I get the
doing all right, Trents.
Doing good. I'm talking about me simping for fictional Fate characters, but you know that. What else do I do with my life? Have I ever not simped for characters? Don't mind the gas leak.
No,
me.
not really.
The gas leak.
But
gas leak.
News, don't mind the gas leak. Me. Gas leak.
Anyway, what were you saying? What was the other news?
Yeah, you know. 7 simps for fictional women. In other news, grass is green and the
hey,
sky
hey,
is blue.
hey, hey! I also simp for fictional men. I will
7
also
simps for fictional characters.
Yeah,
In
I was
other
like, I will
news, birds
also.
fly.
I was like, I will also simp for Arjuna and multiple other fictional men. I just don't have good taste. Well, no, I do
simp
have
for
good
me
taste.
And myself.
I do have good taste, like Jaltir and Arjuna. The fucking silence for a second. I
thought I was gonna die. Don't worry about it.
See, like for example, there's a fictional man in this game I simp for. His name is Thancred. We love Thancred. At least I'm not down bad enough. Look, at least I'm not down bad enough to simp for Xenos, okay?
Okay,
I have to draw a line
Give you that one.
somewhere. I have to draw a line somewhere, and I think Xenos is that line.
Give you that one.
Now, Emmett Selk, on the other hand.
Okay.
Hey, you haven't even met him yet. Not technically. It's kind of hot. I gotta agree. But actually, like the cat girl in the game. Oh, Y'shtola, my beloved. I do love Y'shtola. Don't get me wrong. Y'shtola is great. We love our sassy cat mom. I love the fact that like she was kind of, you know, I didn't really realize it till I was like replaying on stream. But like, yeah, while she's slightly,
Gas leak? Is that a Fate reference? No, bitch, I can't pay the bills.
Oh, you stole a figure. Oh no. You see, I'm the jackass who would spend money on that. Although, to be fair, I'm going to be spending a lot of money at some point anyway because they're opening there's like a online Trails themed store opening with like a bunch of different things. I'm the jackass who'll spend money on that. I'll buy the fucking Ouroboros shirt. I'll buy the Class 7 shirt.
How much is 600 pounds?
I don't know.
$800?
That's an expensive figure.
Well,
but
not
it is
quite 800, but $792.90.
$800? Because look, tax is gonna be. So.
Oh god, yeah, $800.
But I would want that Y'shtola. I would want a Y'shtola figure. Right now, the only 3 like big figures I have are Kurumi, Mash, and Altina. Kurumi from Data Life, Mash from Fate, and Altina from Trails.
I need a shelf to put my figures on.
I have a shelf right next to my desk. Dolphy,
I have 2 Shothawks and nowhere to put them. And
I
also
say Dolphy last year in Japan that was way over 1K to get them here. Jesus Christ. Never finished Data Live. We are currently, me and Keith are currently on season, well, I am on the most recent season. Keith is on season 4.
I don't simp for fictional women because I'm too busy being a comedian and wanting to fucking shoot myself anytime I load up Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Holy fuck, some of these people deserve less in life.
Look, look, Yu-Gi-Oh! Players don't deserve rights.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Players don't read. I don't think they know what they have rights.
I say this as a former Yu-Gi-Oh! And still kind of Yu-Gi-Oh! Player. Like I play casually. I definitely don't, you know. I don't play. Oh shit, the Tink doesn't.
True on both counts.
I'm
on
on
season 2 and then didn't have time to watch more. I would have started from scratch again. That's fair.
We got through season 3 fairly recently. I know Keith has been enjoying the series. His favorite is actually one of the spirits we meet in season 2.
Mm-hmm.
He is a Yamai Twins fan.
I love the Yamai twins.
Particularly Kaguya.
I love Kaguya. She's a chuny and she's a dork.
I love how much of a dork she is. I mean, we've met my favorite as of season 3.
Yes. is a bit silly and very small.
Hear me out. Fairy Tale Marathon next weekend, all 9 seasons. I have not actually ever watched all that much Fairy Tale. Like, I've watched bits and pieces, but I always get distracted. I've made it as far as, like, the tower, I want to say. I can't remember where I made it. Like, am I, like, the furthest I ever made it, but I have, you know, watched some of Fairy Tale, just not a lot.
I used to be really into it. It was like when I, like in middle school, I was really into it, but eventually I fell out of it.
A friend of mine was really into it, and that's why I tried to watch it. I just never fully got into it.
Yeah,
that same friend was also, like, obsessed with Prom, by the way.
That
was, I told you the story about the friend who, at 5 a.m. each weekend to watch the new subbed episodes, and then there was a break for 2 years where they didn't make any new episodes. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Remember I told you I had that friend in school who, in our government class, me and them worked together on, like, every project and managed to make everything Fire Emblem related?
Yeah?
It was that friend.
I see.
Me and her managed to make everything Fire, which, to be fair, the teacher was always impressed that we managed to do it. They're like, hey, you know what? If you guys managed to do it, all the more power to you. The teacher actually always found it amusing that we were, you know, doing that. Because the fact that we were, you know, able to make it work every time.
Every time?
Dang, how? Skill. And the thing was, we both had our big roles. I was the big, I was more, you know, the idea and writing, like, the actual execution of things, and then she was a fantastic artist and would do the art for it. Like, any of the art we needed. Whoa, I kind of forgot how this fight works for a second! I was so busy attacking, I just kind of forgot that the fight actually has mechanics, I'm not gonna lie.
Get out of the AoEs, you're gonna get juggled!
I really am getting juggled here, hang on. Okay. I need to remember how the fuck to dodge. I was getting
blasting you up like electric wind god fist, dude!
I was getting fucking hard juggled there for a second. Genuinely, it hasn't even been that long since I did this one, because I fairly recently got this one from my roulettes on my main file. So it hasn't even been that long since I did this dungeon. It's just my brain decided to turn off for a second. My brain decided, I don't know how to fucking play Final Fantasy. What do I look like? Someone who's beaten Dawn Trail? I don't fucking play this game for a living. Whoa. Okay. Next one's gonna be there. Ah, shit. No, next one was gonna be there, and then there. And then it's there. Then it's gonna be there, right? I went over here. Okay, nope, not there. I hate that attack so much because it's really weird. I'm really bad at telling the timing on that one. So it's not just me forgetting. It's flat out. I don't get the timing on that one too much. Like, I see what I'm trying to do. It's just a case of reading it properly, and I'm... I mean, there's always going to be those mechanics. Still better than the fucking 6 mechanics at a time of fucking most... The most recent boss fight in... What you call it was nuts. I was getting... You know, I really should think about what I say sometimes.
Alright. Okay.
There's some messages gonna have to break it up. Sometimes I just don't think about what I say. It's like, oh wait, yeah. That could be taken wrong. Oh well. Anyway, we're killing a tree. Fuck the trees. My name is the Lorax. I speak
I love Yu-Gi-Oh! Because it made that one video where some guys were going through the ban list and they were ripping so hard. They ended up somehow mixing the banks are out of money jokes and Hitler dead jokes into the incredible fucked up funny ass phrase, guys, the banks are running out of Hitler.
Oh no.
I think that's a good thing.
My favorite thing about Yu-Gi-Oh is that it birthed Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, and we all know that that's a national treasure.
Thank you, little Karibo. Very cool.
I love the fact that when they actually printed some of Joey's cards in like a more modern set, they they weren't effect monsters, they just had flavor text. And
then
like,
they just like put his accents in the
Yeah.
description.
This alligators. It's like, holy shit.
Like, hang on, let me pull up Alligator Sword real quick.
Yeah, I was like, what's alligator sword? It's like, because there's a few of them. My favorite is alligator sword.
Let's see. Hey, this mighty lizard man can swing his sword so fast it's more than the speed of sound.
It's like, thanks, Joey Wheeler. You know, Joey was built different. Joey was absolutely built different, because don't forget, Joey did beat Mirik.
He did. He was almost gonna beat Merrick.
No, he 100% did beat Mirik. Mirik only won because Joey passed out because of the Shadow Duel, but Joey was about to deliver the final hit.
Screw you, man. He was. Let him attack. Let him make the attack. Like.
So yeah, Joey, I mean, to be fair, my Valentine also would have beat Mirik if not for the bullshit of, you know, anime raw having like the sealed form.
If Joey said like, if Joey as he was passing out said I attack and right before he passed out, he would have won.
Yeah. So bro,
even if he passed out, the life points would have been gone.
Bro beat Mirik. Bro beat the main villain of season 2. Don't know how to tell you this, Mirik, but you lost.
Then after he said that, he was then immediately cut off from continuing the joke by a bunch of people laughing. The guy who published the video asking if he could make the title, he did, and then recreating the Donald Trump clip published perfectly for some reason. What in the world?
Wild ass times in Yu-Gi-Oh! Me and Keith are eventually gonna duel on stream, and I'll beat him up with Armed Dragon while he's using Ojamas and dinosaurs probably. No wait, get up.
Anthrosaurus.
Got it. Okay.
This man like dinosaurs got a high IQ, even though he's lacking in the strength department. Kinda like yours if you had a high IQ. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
So that mechanic right there that we just saw, what you need is each person needs to stand in front of one of the lines to where the boss gets the bare minimum buff.
Best parts of Yu-Gi-Oh community are the ones that were born with brain rot.
But yeah, no, we are gonna. I'll eventually duel Keith on stream and beat him up using Armed Dragon. Because this loser is gonna just use dragons, or not dragons, dinosaurs. And he's not, I know exactly what deck he's gonna build too. It's gonna be Ultimate Conductor.
I mean, that's how you build most dinosaurs, to be honest.
Yeah, that's fair, but
Especially pure dinosaur.
Yeah, you're gonna fucking Rex Raptor this shit. Wait, if you're gonna Rex Raptor this shit, does that mean you're gonna randomly put Red Eyes in your deck for no reason?
Absolutely not.
No, do what I do. Just build a Red Eyes deck. It'll work. It'll work. Trust.
Couldn't sleep. Here I am with some dino nuggies. Hi, Remy.
Hi, Remy. We're just talking about Keith's obsession with gaming myself. Until we meet again. Oh shit! I got distracted because I was reading chat. Long time no see. What are you, Sonic? Shit. Good. Okay. Got one. Yeah. So see, he gets... Yeah, you want to stop him from getting them as much as possible. But yeah. I'll beat your butt with Red Eyes, even though Red Eyes is fucking. Why is Red Eyes not a good deck?
It's all about the potential rather than the power.
Exactly.
Trust.
Fuck your Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. I'm just gonna play Red Eyes Black. You see, I do genuinely want to make Red Eyes work, but more so I want to make Silent Magician and Silent Swordsman work because that's even funnier. I beat a few people on Master Duel using it, and it's just so fucking funny because it absolutely should never work, but but when it does, it's like, well, how the fuck do I counter this? Like, how the fuck do I counter this if... Dragon Mage... You know, shockingly, Dragon Mage is actually a good deck.
Yeah, it's like... I don't think it's tier 0, but it's like pretty up there.
Yeah. Especially because it's a bullshit deck. The Black Green Commander deck.
Any deck in Yu-Gi-Oh can work as long as you build it with Fiendsmith.
No, any deck.
No, God, freaking Fiendsmith.
Making some adjustments to the Black Green Commander deck. Nice. Yeah, I'm looking at. I look forward to the day I can get my butt kicked. Like I say, I'm gonna win, but let's face it, Keith is gonna fucking beat my ass with dinosaurs.
I mean, who knows? Honestly, I look at like some competitive Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. I don't really play it, so.
But you're still gonna kick Keith. I use fucking Silent Swordsman. Okay, you're gonna win.
But I only have one copy of Miss.
Yeah.
My one Miscellaneousaurus.
No, do what I did in the Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's game with the Dino deck, and top deck Magic Mallet, and then immediately get like
the Magic Mallet top deck,
and have like the worst opening hand ever, and then you switch it out for a new opening hand using Magic Mallet, and it is like the most broken hand ever.
I'd be amazed if Keith didn't have a Dino Magic deck. If I ever played Magic the Gathering, I would in fact play dinosaurs. Keith
will play dinosaurs in anything he can.
Of course.
When me and him battle in fucking whatchamacallit in Pokemon Showdown, his team is just gonna be fucking fossils.
Don't worry about it.
Actually, no, I've played him. I've seen his team in Pokemon Showdown. It's actually a good team. It's not just fossil Pokemon, because he actually doesn't focus just on dinosaurs. He actually has good Pokemon taste. I mean, there are fossils in the team, I'm pretty sure, but, I mean, what are you gonna do? There are actual good fossil Pokemon.
To be fair, some of my best teams are just weather. It's just weather, and like that's kind of bullshit.
yeah, that's why that's what I'm gonna fucking hate when we also do that. Is I'm just gonna like fuck your weather, dude. I'm just gonna fucking send out Rayquaza. Fuck you. Fuck you mean you have a fucking weather.
Keith, hear me out. We gotta teach you magic, then you're gonna get magic game going. Oh god.
Look, when Digital Dice Throne comes out, I'm buying it for me and Keith are streaming it. I will teach Keith to play Dice Throne. I'll suck him into this fucking hellhole that I have gotten myself into. Look, you don't want to know how much.
Lord of the Lengthsome Gate.
That's a fucking name.
Lengths Gate?
Gate?
Like his walk? Or
Gate? The place where the...
Something else.
You see, I was gonna think of the anime Gate. That's
it's
a good.
If I go back to talking about the funny Yu-Gi-Oh video because I had brainworms about it for who knows how long.
But speaking of Gate, that's actually a pretty fun anime. It's not like it's phenomenal or anything, but I enjoy it. It's
Fair
goofy.
Enough. There are ways to play it online without buying physical cards. All you can do is print out the cards and proxy them. You know what? That's fair.
Yeah, I am 100% making Keith play Dice Throne with me eventually, because Keith... And I'm not just saying it because I love it. I know Keith will enjoy it. Oh, okay.
I probably will, yeah.
This part fucking is weird. You gotta walk along this very, very narrow thing, and if you fall, well, you fall, but you don't die. You just respawn, but you're losing out on time. I'm pretty good about getting over there though, so I'm not too worried. You do have to get over there before he finishes casting though, otherwise I believe it is death. Oh, that didn't work. Yeah, true. I was telling Remy about what the fuck? I'm fooled.
I mean, between the two of us, we have a whole TCG.
Yeah, because I was telling Remy about how in the because of Inscription, I realized that you're well, we wiped. You're a good deck builder and I'm a good player. Because let's face it, I was the one making the good play decisions.
Yeah, that's fair. It'd be like that. Inscription be a little silly sometimes.
I was the one who knew how to, to play the card. But you made a good deck. You just would have good plays that would get you the win, and then you'd be like, well, let me do this other thing, and I'd be like, why? So that's why we need to put our brain together. We're two halves of a whole
I really
idiot.
want to play Inscription sometime. I guess I could both things on a girl.
Inscription was a lot of fun, though.
Inscription's fantastic, yeah.
That one part, though, with the stream detection scared the shit out of me, kind of.
Oh yeah, no.
Absolutely wild that the game has that mechanic. I love games like that, though.
Actual jump scare. Hi, Casey Hobbs.
Oh,
totally real person, and definitely not a friggin' ghost in my computer.
Yeah. Do this again, because I thought I was about to fall for a second.
It's so narrow. Oh my gosh.
It really is. There we go. So we gotta hit him. Yeah, we gotta just hit. I think.
Bro,
we gotta,
stop playing. You
Yeah,
suck. You're mid.
Yeah, we gotta hit the liar.
Stop playing Wonderwall.
Fucking break the liar.
I watch people play and it's fun to watch, but I'd rather play. How long till they make an actual marketable board game for it? I think some people have made physical versions of Inscription, and that's sick as hell.
I know we did one stream of Casey's mod, and that was fun. Oh hi, he transformed into a fucking octopus.
Oh, that's gross. Why is he like that?
Because he's a little silly.
It's doable. It'd be bug. Yeah. I think there are physical cards that you can buy. Like,
I don't think they're official though. I think there's like fan-made stuff, but I don't know if there's anything official. By the way, I thought that the wallet, you know how I have that Fire Emblem wallet, right, Keith?
Mm-hmm.
I thought that the seller like took it off of Etsy, but no, it's still there. I was able to find it, so I might. Originally, when I got a new wallet, I was gonna get like a custom one and get the. I think you guys voted on the Bracer Guild wallet because I asked, you, Frank, and everyone, and.
Oh yeah.
I think you guys voted on. Why did I turn away? Why did I think that was a side attack? I had a dumb.
What were the other options? I think you asked me.
I picked. I pretty much listed the different organizations and trails that we had at the time.
Oh, gotcha.
So like Ouroboros, SSS, all that good shit.
That is fair.
And you guys said Bracer Guild.
Yeah.
Which fair enough. I mean, Bracer Guild is pretty much one of the cooler ones. And I would love.
Okay. So there is an Inscription. There is an Inscription like actual card pack. There are booster packs that you can buy, but I'm not sure if there's enough that you can build like a useful deck.
Nah, just die and then combine the cards.
Wait, no, hang on. Don't do that. Wait.
I'm gonna make the ultimate card.
Yeah, absolutely. Just like point an old-timey camera at you, and you will definitely be able to turn yourself into a trading card instead of blinding yourself.
Ooh, samurai weapon. I wonder if I can actually get. Oh, I got all the things because everyone else left. I got a new samurai weapon, even though we're no longer a samurai. Well, not now. Ooh, ooh, I like that. I like that. Look at that. Look how that looks clean. We might use that when we're a samurai again.
Okay. Maybe I was wrong because they are sold out. Oops. Oopsie daisy. God dang, both of them? There's two?
It's gonna be the Persona, but instead of saying Persona, you're gonna say inscription and then shoot yourself.
Inscription.
And then you make a new card. I too would be confused if random people started cheering for me.
Yeah.
You do not hold back. But I would have it no other way. Seldom have I enjoyed such sport.
We have satisfied thy demands. Wilt thou now satisfy ours?
Of course. Of course. There it is. The relic you seek. Yours for the taking.
We got the crown.
Care you do not
Wow.
break it, though, yes.
God, my burgers. I don't know why. I just thought of
Oh, we gods! My roast is ruined.
What if? Hey, bud. What are you looking at?
But you, my friend, you are mighty indeed, and pleasing to the eye besides.
Excuse me. Akina has a girlfriend.
More! I want to see more of her!
Yes! I could watch her forever!
Why don't we just make her one of us?
Let's not.
Yes, one of us.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
What a fine idea! Why ever didn't I think of that? You may have the crown, but in exchange, we will have you!
Nah, I'm good.
Excuse me?
Oh, please stop doing that. But immediately just tries to fucking drown us. Jesus fucking Christ.
Wake up! Wake up, damn you!
Eh? Little did Budford know, we can breathe underwater, fucker. We still have the Kojin's blessing, bitch.
It's that easy.
Oh, hi, you. Hi, Albert.
Oh, hey.
Hi, Albert.
Thank the gods. I don't know where you learned to breathe underwater, but it's lucky you can.
Yeah, don't worry
The
about
turtles taught us.
Yeah. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles taught us.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Kojin.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Kojin. Da, 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 da. I love the 2004 Turtles show, by the way. I used to watch that.
True.
Like, I watched that shit all the time growing up.
I'm sure you had your reasons. But the first rule of dealing with the Froth is do not deal with the Froth.
So true.
Born from the souls of the drowned.
I'm
Like
what?
Ben?
Join them.
Okay.
Your friends are safely back on dry
Ben drowned?
They'll be searching for you, I expect.
Not Ben drowned.
No, that story is still kind of creepy even to this day.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Man knew what he was doing.
Yeah,
When I was
creepypastas.
yeah, when I was younger, I used to always try to get Cleverbot to mention Ben. You know, it's weird to think about Cleverbot nowadays when you think that that was kind of a prelude to things like character AI.
Oh god, yeah, weird.
They were a stubborn lot, the Verbatites. Set in their ways.
Big Sag. Twitter's being glitchy for me, and it won't let me redeem points to get y'all to hydrate.
I'll hydrate anyway.
I will also hydrate.
There is a redeem to throw stuff at me, but it's currently disabled because, for some reason, the program is just not working. And
Fantastic.
I have to, like, sit down and sort that out, but I don't have the time to right now. I don't know why it's broken all of a sudden. I don't know why things can't just work like they're supposed to. Anyway, this is actually a very kind of sad scene.
Yeah.
Ardbird is talking more about
I hope you'll have a better answer than this when all's said and done.
kind of, you know, going on about how the same things he's been going on about, though. That kind of loss of everything.
Is it really a stream without a bit of scuff? So true.
I don't know, let's ask what happened earlier. Hey Keith, how's opening Uno going?
Oh god.
Oh, that was so fucking funny.
Me spending 30 minutes trying to open up the damn video game.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Ubisoft.
Ubisoft.
Can't wait for us to go through that when we try to play fucking Monopoly. It's gonna be
God,
valid reason to
again,
flip
man.
the fucking board. That's gonna be the valid reason to flip the fucking board. Not, you know, anything else. Just the fact that the game does not fucking work.
I'm not trying to play it. I'm not trying to win. I'm trying to survive.
Is that how you're playing Dokapon?
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, you're... By the way, in Dokapon, to get your name back, you have to go to the castle, just so you know.
Yeah, the castle.
The castle will restore your name. I'm going back in.
Nay, my lady, exhausted as thou art, thou wouldst only endanger thyself. I prithee, rest a moment.
There was nothing where we looked. Akina! Hi. I'm alive. You forget I can breathe underwater.
Dear gods, were it not for Sorbonne's blessing. But I need not labor the point. I'm glad to see you safe and well, my friend.
Have you any idea how worried we were? To wash up on shore, only to find you weren't with us. Oh, but I'm forgetting. Here's your crown, your majesty. The Froth kept their part of that part of the bargain at least. While there were certain twists and turns, our work here is done. With everyone none the worse for wetness. Oh, thank goodness you're still here!
Hit my brain. Serious game dialogue conversation. All I can focus on is, ooh, pretty flowers.
Really is. I mean, to be fair, Ilmag is really is a pretty area.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. It looks pretty.
See, the Fae are good, Keith.
Don't mind the people who live there.
Damn. What the fuck did Melusine ever do to you?
A lot of things.
She just wants to be loved.
Me. Saloon, is something amiss?
I got a big mob of mortals is marching on Ilmag. Mortals with ugly weapons and uglier faces. They wouldn't happen to be your friends, would they? Rather the reverse. Fear, you'll morally an army, I guess. Meaning, we can play with them?
As much as you like. But just to be sure, I will return with you to confirm their identities. If they are who we suspect, we will require your aid.
If Alpha knows it's coming, then Alice will be too, yes? Can't have one without the other, you know. Alright. Just remember, we're not your playmates this time.
I'm afraid we must leave the rest of the relic hunt in your hands.
Being light would always have fallen to me.
Ooh, piece of candy. Perhaps, but I would feel better if we were there to assist you. Well, back to cheering you on from afar. See you afterwards, my friend.
Oh, hey. All the better, I guess. Probably not, actually. Who knows? Alrighty then, Ariane, what you got for me next?
With our enemy, with our enemies fast approaching, time is of the essence. We must needs accomplish our mission with all possible haste. Of the two remaining bearers of the relics, the Numo are the nearer. We shall seek them out next. I think I'm gonna pass out. Time for some serious vocal rest and actual rest. Fair enough.
Good idea. Get some
Good
sleep.
night, Remy.
Good night. Night night.
Among the Fae folk, they bear the distinction of having abided in these lands since before the flood. They are also the friendliest of men, and have served me faithfully whensoever I have called upon. Indeed,
Oh.
That's fine. The path leadeth past my dwellings. Let us away.
Yeah, they're known for much of their not. Okay, I'm almost certain now that we are about to meet, which means, if this scene is what I think it is, I am not ready for this. God, this is such a cool ass fucking mount. But if this scene's what I think it is, I'm not ready for this shit, dude. This shit's gonna fucking hurt. I mean, this shit this always hurts. It's fucking... It is 100%, it's fucking painful. Always how it's been.
Fair enough.
Oh, please don't let it be fucking part I think it is. Like, I'm excited to get to that part, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, I'm not ready.
It be like that. Past yonder cliff lieth Plaini, home of the Numo. The others have gone ahead to scout the way. Come, let us follow.
You ever get that feeling when you're replaying a game where, like, you know something's coming and you're just not ready for it? Like, you do not want to this kick in the gut again. No, this area's looking familiar. Oh no, it's this part, isn't it? Oh. I mean, I'll see once we fully approach, but I'm almost certain. Even the name of the things are sounding familiar.
If the path striketh thee as precipitous? Sure. If the path striketh thee as precipitous, it is because it was once a mountain trail.
By the way, I just upped the bit rate.
Oh, neat.
So we're gonna see what happens.
For where the lake now lieth, there was a valley, in whose midst thrived the city of Vobert. 'Twas only when the Fuath came in the wake of the flood that the settlement was drowned. We stand now upon its former outskirts, grazing lands where shepherds once tended their flocks. Though one cannot help but feel a pang of loss when faced with such a spectacle, one can scarcely blame the Fey folk for altering the land. I can't, but you know.
You blame the Fae for everything.
Exactly. You know, I tripped on the way to my room when I was walking up the stairs. Those goddamn fairies, dude.
They tripped you.
They did. The blame for that lieth rightly with the light, a force terrible enough to bring an entire civilization to its knees, an entire world. That it should have been allowed to rise up unchecked is the greater regret. Yet, in spite of all the tragedy which surroundeth me, full glad am I for the chance to be here. 'Twas these hands which brought together the warriors of darkness and Minfilia, lest thou forget. Therefore, even when there was no 8th umbral calamity to install, it seemeth only right that I strive to deliver the first from its doom. Only right, I say, though such words ill convey the strength of my resolve. In truth, I can no more ignore the plight of this world than I can choose to stop breathing, and thus do I labor, for those we have lost, for those we can yet save.
Same words.
The coming struggle promiseth to test us to our limits, but so long as we stand together, I doubt not that we shall prevail. Oh.
Ah, mortals! Just as we thought!
Hast thou business with us?
Business? Ha! Nothing so boring. We smelled you coming and thought we'd come to play.
They do not appear to be pixies of Litteron. Mine apologies, but we are in some haste. Mayhaps another day.
Oh, in some haste, are you? Then let me hasten you on your way. Nope. Bye.
Oh, see you later.
Shadow. Get the fuck out. Time to warp you.
Teleportation magic. For a mercy, we were not sent far from our course. Should the pixies find us again, however, they will most assuredly repeat the trick. We have not the time to waste. Let us avail ourselves of the enchantment I have learned. Fey Cloak, 'tis called, a most ingenious magic which rendereth one invisible to Fey folk, albeit briefly.
Helpful. I'll be briefly invisible. Which is better than not being invisible.
Yeah.
I'd rather be briefly than not visible at all.
I shall cast the enchantment upon thee. Under its aegis, thou art to make thy way past the pixies and rejoin our comrades. Know, however, that the enchantment shall suffice to veil thee and thee alone. Be not tempted to employ a mount, as it will only serve to give thy presence away.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Dang.
Oh, we just gotta fucking run. Cause the pixies are being annoying. I'm not here. Bye. Bye. I got places to be. Places to be, things to do, and probably tears to shed. For those we've lost and those we can yet save. Oh, shit. Leave me alone. I don't fuck with you, you don't fuck with me. Alright, we got past him. We can now hop on a mount. We don't need to be invisible anymore. Hey, Thancred! We made it.
Hey, Thancred, how's it going?
I assumed you were right behind us. What took you so long? Let's see. Yes, I'd say it's a valid excuse for lateness. You are hereby forgiven. And other good news, the Numo village lies just through here. We'll enter as soon as Arianje deigns to join us. Okay, no, this isn't the part I thought it was.
The grass is crunchy.
We do got these little dudes.
Oh, the little guys. Oh, I wasn't expecting that face.
Mortals are here! Lots of them! What? Thought you said the Numo were man's best friend. Poor thing was beside itself with fear.
'Twas beside itself, perhaps, but not with fear.
This is unacceptable! Unacceptable! I tell you, to have so many mortals appear at once.
Oh.
It's more excitement than we can bear.
Huh? Oh. Well, greetings, Elder Widance?
Widance?
Sure.
Yeah, I think so.
And Tierney, I guess. Greetings, Elder Widance, Tierney. It hath been a while. Pray forgive my brevity, but time is against us. We are come to borrow the stone scepter of the new Mao.
The stone scepter? Then you mean to lift the seal over Gaia? This is unacceptable! Unacceptable, I tell you! If the king is set free, none here will be safe. Unlike our fake cousins, we Numo have called this land home since time immemorial. Leaving is unthinkable. Thus did full many of us lay down our lives to seal away our king when they were corrupted by light. If we do as you ask, our sacrifice would have been in vain. Shade of the goddamn staff.
Hand of the goddamn staff.
Easy said for one who hasn't experienced the king's wrath.
Honored Elder, pray believe me when I say that this woman is possessed not only the strength required to vanquish the king, but of something still more valuable. A means to resist the resultant corruption. Indeed, she already hath laid low the Light Warden of Lakeland, all without succumbing to the influence of its light. She is yet a stranger to this land, 'tis true, but she harboreth the selfsame desire to see the sin eaters eliminated as we do. Would thou lend us not lend us a hand, that we might see thy beloved home restored to its former glory?
You know, when you think about it, our ability to resist the Light Warden's corruption is quite similar to another ability. Our ability to resist the influence of primals.
Oh, true. Fair
You have
enough.
always done right by us, Sir Yonjay. If you have placed your faith in this woman, then so shall we. As you say, we want nothing more than to be rid of the Sin Eaters. Be that as it may, this is not a decision to be made lightly. We require time to deliberate. A turn of the moon, perhaps. We don't have a turn of the moon. Unless we want to debate this with the Elamorian army.
Elder, given all that is at stake, I cannot well expect thee to simply roll over and acquiesce to our request. But even now a powerful foe draweth near, and I fear I must beseech thee to hasten thy deliberations, that thou mightst fetch us the scepter while there is yet time to use it.
Roll over? Fetch? Ah! You know full well that naught gives us greater pleasure than to render aid to men. You know full well you speak words of power regardless? It is unfair! Unfair, I tell you! In happier times, it was our honor to assist mortals in need and receive awards and benefits befitting our deeds. Since the kingdom of Volbert fell, however, we've been starved of man's patronage. After so many years of deprivation, it is difficult to ignore such an earnest entreaty. Very well, Orianjay. I promise to give you a swift answer as I may. In return, I ask that you and yours remain here for the while and bestow upon us your patronage. Is this an arrangement agreeable? Like little dogs. Anyway, it's a bit early, but I feel like that's a good time to end off before we,
Fair enough.
get started on the next leg of our journey, the new mode leg of our journey. But I do love these guys are like little dogs.
Like Doji. Not Doge, not Doge.
Yeah, I was like, don't say those words. They've been
I
ruined.
realized it immediately.
They've been
God.
ruined. Did you hear that? I told you that man's removing the X chat, guys.
X chat. Why? X chat.
Sounds so wrong. Hashtag.
Listen to how that sounds like.
Hashtag. Hashtag wet dungeon.
Not wet dungeon.
You should do something. Oh no.
You don't
Alright.
have to be. You just gotta be willing to do something risky. No, I'm not. Not doing that.
Alright, let's go raid. I was gonna say let's go. No, we are gonna raid Crane. Fuck it. I know Crane's away from keyboard because I can see Crane is away from keyboard, but 'tis tradition that we raid Crane while he's away from keyboard.
So true.
We have a problem, and we must continue this problem. Anyway, I will see you guys back here tomorrow for Trails of Cold Steel 2. And on Friday, we have Dokapon Kingdom. And Sunday, we won't be streaming Saturday. Saturday, we will maybe be on B's channel playing D&D. But Sunday...
I think we are, but...
Yeah, I think we are. I don't know anymore.
Yeah.
But Sunday, we'll be back here playing Fire Emblem. So, that's all for tonight. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye for now.
Later, gamers.